Yeah. They tried to bury me, but I rose in silence. Now my crown tall louder than they violence. 3-3 on my chest alignment. Whole world shook when I moved in assignment. Bass drop, boom, spirit in the room. Ain't no doom when they lay on move. Pain made pressure, pressure made proof. I don't chase clout, I just bear fruit. I came from the deep end, dark night, no light. Talk to God when my phone had no light. Y'all chase streams, I pop seeds, make time. You talk trends, I talk tribes and bloodline. Every note made my anointing louder. Every tear drop, I tie my power. They mark what they didn't understand, but I built empires with down up. You ain't broken, you're loading. Pain in the end is the coding. They want the secret, tell them fake with motion. We don't die, we shift dimensions open. We don't die, we share dimensions open. For my day ones, a mother that pray. For my brothers in the field that stay. For the ones still breathing through rage. You a king, don't shrink, just engage. Hair like wool, feet like flame. Whole bloodline carved from his name. 27 new reigns, same pain, but my joy hit different when it came.
They say love, this is blood of redemption.
From the beginning, man was made in the image of God, not just in shape, but in spirit and code. Genesis 1:26 declares, "Let us make man in our image after our likeness." This means your very cells carry divine instruction, a blueprint of heaven. But when Adam disobeyed, a divine frequency fell silent, sin corrupted the code, man forgot he was light clothed in flesh. The law is not bondage, it's the manual of your divine machinery. Psalms 19:7 says, "The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul." Each commandment carries energy, a vibration that aligns your body, spirit, and soul with heaven's order. When you obey, you tune your DNA back to God's original frequency. The law is the bridge between mortality and immortality. Genesis 5:24, "And Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him." Enoch unlocked the code through obedience and intimacy. He didn't just walk on earth, he walked in both realms. He was translated because his frequency matched heaven's rhythm. He pleased God because he kept his laws, his meditations pure, and his heart clean. His body vibrated at a level where death had no access. That is the God code, divine alignment that transcends the grave. 2 Kings 2:11, "And Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven." Elijah's obedience made him a conductor of divine power. When he called down fire, heaven responded instantly. Because sin blocks communication, but obedience opens the channel, his DNA was not corrupted. His body became a vessel for divine current. He ascended because he lived in complete spiritual synchronization with El Elyon. Exodus 14:21, "And Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the Lord caused the sea to go back by a strong east wind all that night." Moses didn't part the Red Sea, God in him did, because belief activates obedience, and obedience activates power. Moses' God code awakened when he believed what God said more than what his eyes saw. That belief rewrote his biology, allowing him to command nature by divine authority. John 14:10, "The Father that dwelleth in me, he doeth the works." The Messiah showed us what the God code fully awakened looks like. His obedience was perfect, his will one with the Father's. Philippians 2:8, "He humbled himself and became obedient unto death." Through that obedience came resurrection power, not just to rise himself, but to quicken others. Romans 8:11 says, "If the spirit of him that raised up Jesus dwell in you, he shall quicken your mortal bodies." Meaning, the same law-keeping spirit that resurrected him can awaken your divine nature. Sin is spiritual rust. It deactivates the code. 1 John 3:4, sin is the transgression of the law. Every act of disobedience short-circuits the signal between you and God. You begin to forget your divine identity, your purpose, your light. That's why the world promotes rebellion, because rebellion keeps the chosen asleep. Luke 17:21. The kingdom of God is within you. When you keep his commandments, you awaken the kingdom code. Your blood remembers Eden. Your cells begin to hum with holy frequency. Angels recognize your spiritual signature. Demons tremble because you've restored the image they fear. The image of God in man. That is why Christ said, "Be ye perfect, even as your Father in heaven is perfect." Matthew 5:48, because perfection is not control, it's divine synchronization. Proverbs 6:23, for the commandment is a lamp and the law is light. Without the law, you walk in darkness, but once the law is written in your heart, every step you take glows with divine order. The God code is light wrapped in commandment. It's not superstition, it's science of the soul. When the Creator spoke, creation formed. When you speak under obedience, creation responds. This is not religion, this is restoration. The commandments of God are not meant to bind you, they're meant to bind your DNA back to Him. Sin made you a prisoner, obedience makes you divine again. You are not broken, you are loading. The code is already in you. It only waits for one thing, your obedience. Lock into your God law, study the commandments, walk as Enoch, speak as Elijah, believe as Moses, live as Christ, for the God that dwelleth in you is waiting to awaken. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus. Revelation 14:12.